I was taught not to receive anything for free because it could mean that I owe someone something. I was taught that any act of kindness usually means someone wants something in return. Hi, my name is Iven, and I've been attending Hope City since 2019. I'm originally from Pekanbaru, Indonesia, but work here as a digital creative strategist in a digital agency. Growing up, I always learned to depend on myself. I was taught not to receive anything for free because it could mean that I owe someone something. I was taught that any act of kindness usually means someone wants something in return. In general, I have had pretty good life. My parents are very understanding and supportive. I'm surrounded by good family and friends, and even when I had bumps in my life, I could easily solve them. Somehow, I didn't feel content and felt that I didn't deserve such a good life unless I worked hard for it, which led me to constantly beat myself up and chase for perfection to make myself feel worthy. It got worse when I moved to Malaysia 9 years ago. As a person in a foreign country alone, the only person that I could trust was myself. I was invited to Hope City and remembered that everyone was very welcoming and treated me like I was part of the family. At that time, as a non-believer, a misconception about Christians being too overreaching and constantly pushing their beliefs on others was always there at the back of my mind. As always, I put a huge wall up. Fast forward to the pandemic, the world shut down. And as we couldn't see when it would end, I began to not trust that I could survive alone. I watched Hope City online services and began to tune in every week. I found the talks were relevant and comforting to me and my situation. I started trying to talk to God. It made me feel less lonely and I have something to lean on. In one of the first physical services in December 2021, Mabel preached about 3 wise men. Even though they were strangers, they could come before God. The word strangers kept coming up, and I have been feeling like strangers everywhere I went. That time, I couldn't contain the feeling, and it felt like a knock to me. It came to my realization that God has always been there, waiting for me to open the door for Him. All this time, I was holding back and had latched the door to my heart. In Matthew chapter 25, verse 35 says, "For I was hungry and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger and you invited me in." This journey then led me to the concept of God's grace that I never understood. It's a gift that I didn't know how to accept because I could never repay it. And even before I realized I needed it, God knew what's best and already reached out to me. He just wants us to come to Him as we are. Ever since I found this faith, I also found a community and newfound purpose to extend God's grace to others.